dirty, 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 dirty.
Tell the people more about the advantages of our product.
They never lose their cool.
Expand your mind. But I've got a better source of information.
Dirty.
Yeah. Dirty 30 beat down Brown 23andE for all of your historic needs. You need to know where you came from. That man, he's got a better Google on it than Sam Mitchell.
Get out. Damn. Thank you. That's a compliment, damn it. That is a compliment. Thank you. Damn. Yeah, I don't know. Google Sam Mitchell, man, and him putting Youngin on blast like that. I mean, that what you call a verbal chin check. So yeah.
23andE, no man, he tell you, he look at you real close. Yeah, you ain't got no Indian in your family. You ain't even need to send me no samples. I just need to look at you real close.
All right, fam. Damn, I messed up the last one. I was just running with the script. Which one we doing first? With Cube?
We going with Cube.
Cube. Yeah.
Being that this week we running with the grown folks handling their business or handling bad business. In this case, we're going to handle all the good business that the grown folks is doing now, man.
Right on.
Cube, man, is coming up this upcoming Friday, man. He going to have a new album out, man. I did hear that cut.
Yeah.
I did hear the cut with Bustin' like that. I thought it was a fake at first.
Yeah.
Because there's so much, because it wasn't released through an official channel. It wasn't where I caught it several times over because I kept looking for it to see, was it going to come from Cube's YouTube? Was it going to come from his social media or whatever? Was Bus going to be promoting it from his official channels? And it didn't come from anybody's official channels, but bringing it up right now, Cube has a new album coming out, and that's dope, man. He released the art and gave a track listing and everything else. We digging it, man. And this is gonna be, I'm gonna bring up the cover right now. So Man Down, that's what's coming right there. And he dropped the first cut, Killer Mike and Busta Rhymes on that joint right there. And the cut was nice, man. I like what they had going on there. It was a little wild, like I said, the way they went with the promotion of that single. I'm coming from the fact of win or lose, right or wrong or whatever. I knew Drake was dropping tracks because it was coming from his IG, it was coming from his Twitter, his YouTube. I knew when K Dot was dropping stuff because it was coming from his Twitter, his IG, whatever. Even with Killer Mike and Exhibit, even, you know what I'm saying, it was coming from them. So I knew what was popping off. But that Egomaniacs is out. It's nice. It's rocking. Then you got also appearing on it, you got Snoop, Exhibit, Corrupt, Be Real, E40, 40 Water.
How about that?
Too Short.
Still waiting on that E40 and Drake and Dre collab, but go ahead. Yeah.
Well, we don't know. We don't know.
Okay.
This could happen on here. Dre might be on this. I understand, like you said, this didn't happen directly on a Dre project.
Right.
But we don't know, man. Because Dre is involved with this project too. And this is gonna be fire. And the one thing that I do like that Cube said that he wanted this to be authentic to him, because like he said, when he did the Laugh Now Cry Later record, was that 6 years ago? He's like, when I pick up an Anita Baker record, I want it to sound like Anita Baker. So basically, when you pick up an Ice Cube record, it's going to sound like Ice Cube. It's going to be totally me. It's not going to be just me out the box on some other stuff, whatever. And I do respect that, because I do like when the old timers can flip up on something else. You know what I'm saying? When they can do whatever, because I do believe you had that Meth and Slick Rick joint I sent you that off the Soul Assassins, and Rick was still sounding like Rick, was still spitting stories, but was up there spitting triplets, and it was kind of wild. Like Rick spitting triplets, but it was still Slick Rick all day. He was still storytelling. He was still flipping it. He was still barring the hell up, but it was just different. And so Cube was like, nah.
Ain't doing none of that.
Ain't doing none of that.
None
You,
of that.
you know, trap. You ain't gonna hear nothing else. He's like, it ain't gonna be nothing but that West Coast gangster funk, unless somebody put the Bomb Squad back together and you hear me on some PE shit. He's like, you know, it's gonna be that West Coast gangster funk.
That's it. It's gonna be a Cube album, like you said.
He's like, I got Sir Jinx to dust that the SP20 off.
Nice.
You know, it's gonna be like that. So yeah, it's fire. I like it. I'm with it. I'm down with it. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready for a new Cube project. The man ain't stopped, man. You know, every time he come back out, it still sounds authentically Cube. So I'm with it.
And that's for you know, folks who were raised on that, and you know, some of the new folks who be like, oh my God, I didn't know that the owner of the Big Three was this dude, you know, like you said, bar up at any given time, and just like I said, man, it's not necessarily an acquired taste, man. To me, he's the standard, you know, and it's like either you fuck with it or you don't.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it at all. And the fact of the matter is, this is how it's supposed to be. You get to a point where you can stay in your own lane, and then you walk the fuck out of that lane. And it's like
that part,
dog, 40 water. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God! But he's something. He's like you said, you know, he recreates himself every 5 to 10 years, you know, because this ain't the old, you know, this ain't the sprinkle me E40, you know, he didn't, you know, ghost ride the whip, all that shit, whatever. That's something completely off brand from, you know, but it's still his turf.
Yeah, I was about to say he went back home. He's up there like, oh, y'all don't know what we do here. This is what we jam. This is what we jam on here. I couldn't give y'all that early because y'all wasn't hip. But now I can give you.
Yeah, now I got the internet or whatever. Like I can't put this on my tape cover and all that on the inserts or whatever. I can't show you, you know, sideshows back in the day. Y'all don't know about that shit. But now, you know, y'all get a real life. A real time, you know, access into how we get down in the Bay Area, and now it makes sense. And now he's on top of it, you know. So,
yeah, dog, it's
can't wait.
Even with him popping up with even the way he supports Vince Staples. I mean, if we talk about 40 water, it's like, you know, and them hopping into that hyphy wave like that. Cass, what I like the fact of, and I preach this all the time, because I like the fact of when hip hop don't sound homogenous, when you sound like where you came from. Even with as much as I like Denzel Curry on Boom Bap, I love Denzel. I love Denzel on some rapidy rap stuff, but Denzel going back and hitting the swamps and getting nasty with it.
It's refreshing, man. I think I just heard, you know, I got Apple Music or whatever, and I had a Ninth Wonder song, and it was Ninth Wonder, Murs, and Warren G. Never thought that would blend. You know what I'm saying? And oh my God, did Warren G kill? He snapped on the track, man. If y'all get a chance, go check that out. I forget which album it's on, but Ninth Wonder featuring Murs and Warren G. And Warren G, damn, he killed that damn. I'm sorry, both of them killed it, but you just don't think of, you know, Ninth blending with these cats over here on the west side. But it worked. It was beautiful.
But that's like I think what happens is, I told you, I started to realize, as much as I thought I had an East Coast bias, no, I got a West Coast hip hopper bias.
Yeah.
Because that's why, like, even going back in the day, messing with Hieroglyphic and, you know what I'm saying, Hobo Junction, Golden State Warriors, you know what I'm saying, Rascas and
93 Till Infinity.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Hyro.
that's that Joe. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's the whole Hyro squad.
Mhm.
Because I count them all. Dell,
Okay.
everybody. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then bringing it back up to TDE and all the rest of these cats. It's like, oh no, it's a West Coast hip hopper thing with me. And MC8 has always been my cat. Now that's a cat who
He messed with
MC8
everybody.
now.
He messed with
MC8 now
everybody.
versus MC8 back in the day is a different animal because I didn't know MCA was cool when he was just Mr. Gangsta A
Mhm.
and was doing his thing back then. But the way he bar up and go off now and
Mhm.
all this stuff,
Yeah.
woo.
It's ridiculous, man. And like you said, man, you don't have a bias. You like what you like. And it just so
Mhm.
happens that these dudes are on the west side, killing it.
Because they always kept it. They kept the true school to whatever is them. So if they were boom bappers,
Yep.
they're boom bappers, period.
Yep.
If they were G Funk, they was G Funk, period. If they was hyphy, they was hyphy, period. They would mess around and go guest star on your trap joint, on your crunk joint, but I don't need to bring that back to my album. My album is still what we
Exactly.
doing.
You pay for this feature. I'm gonna come to your crib. We're gonna cook, and then I'm
Yeah.
out. I don't want
And
that shit on my album. But yeah, I'll definitely do that feature.
and that was the one thing that kind of bothered me with the East Coast, and it's still a problem now, is the fact that for the most part, there is no East Coast sound, and that's where the sound originated.
Time out. There's no sound overall sonically. There's no sound. Like everything to me sounds the same.
Yeah.
That's why I had to time out. There's no. Yeah, that's a whole nother. Yeah, we'll get into that. That's
Yeah.
like I said, I'm drifting. Yeah, man. Shout out to Q. Can't wait for the new shit to drop, man. Looking forward to it and all the features and how it all blends together. Like you said, I hope it's a solid Cube album.
And I think it will be. That's what, like I said, when you set your mind to this is how I'm going to do it and what I'm going to do, Killer Mike did it on that on the last two projects he did that. He's like, oh no. This is going to be an organized noise project.
Yep.
That's what this is going to sound like.
Yep.
Stay true to your roots. Bring it down. This is why we liked you in the first place. I understand cats been like, oh, artists evolve. If you want to hear the old me, listen to my old stuff. Dude, I need you to chill. If you want to do a rock and roll album, change the name of it. Three Stacks when he did the flute album, he warned you ahead of time.
Exactly. Like
He warned
there's
you.
no like I'm telling y'all, no lyrics. I'm not putting not one bar on this shit. All right. It's me and my instrument. All right.
Mhm.
All right.
So yeah, that's that. So
All
going
right,
from
man.
that, talking about once again, grown folks getting their business on. Tribe and Jordan brand, man. Representing for their Hall of Fame induction.
Bruh.
Jordan brand is bringing up the new the new Tribe Called Quest Air Jordan 1s, and they fired.
Bruh. I never, full disclosure, I never owned a pair of J's. Let me see these somewhere. I might just get them and put them up somewhere, man. Because I'm a diehard Tribe fan. And yeah, man, these are my guys. This is dope. This is dope.
What's funny is this is not their first sneaker collab because they had a Vans before. They actually had two different colorways on their Vans before, and they actually had a high top J before. It just wasn't a one. It was the one with the strap.
Yeah.
They had those before, a mainly black pair, but it wasn't as defined as this one, with having the colorway from the mascot and everything else. Yeah, these are something else, dog.
And the swoosh is made from that photo they have of Tribe in the article or whatever, when he had that bamboo hat, when Tip had that hat on. That's where that came from. Let me give a full description on the inspiration, from the whole design or whatever, which I think is rather dope, because even Tribe's, logo is, I think is one of the dopest logos. It just stands out, and it's them,
Yeah,
and the
man.
way they put this together for their shoe. Ah, man, chef's kiss. Dope.
The designer was fully on point. I dig it. I'm with it. They, like you said, they went and pulled from all types of influences, keeping the
Yeah.
red, black, and green going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm not mad at any of this at all. And if I looked at it correctly, this is actually going to be an affordable pair of J's.
Okay.
I think it's going to be. I think they said they're working for it to be a sub 100 pair.
Okay. All right.
So that's
That
wild
works.
right there, because that's normally not the case. I
It's
mean,
it's it's gonna run up because it's gonna sell out. Tribe is
yeah,
international, fam. Tribe is like is a cult, has a cult following, and yeah, it's gonna sell out, and that number's gonna go through the
yeah,
roof. So
the resale is going on, but they got pre. I saw they had pre-orders at like I said, sub 100, possibly sub 90 on the
okay,
pre-orders, and that's kind of lightweight, unheard of. That's Foot Locker prices, and
right on.
I'm with that. I'm with that. That gives fans, before the upsellers go crazy and having pre-orders involved,
Hmm.
that gives the ability for fans to actually get their hands on them.
Right.
So I'm with it. I'm digging it. I think they are looking at a January release on that, is what I saw. A lot of their expected collabos are kind of having taken a kind of a back door right now.
Right.
But yeah, I'm with it, man. I'm
Okay.
digging it. I like it. I'm happy about it. That's fire. And like I said,
Yeah, I'm looking at the retro Jordan 1 retro high top, like you said, with the strap. Man,
yeah.
they retailed at 355.
Oh yeah, yeah. Those went up. Those went
Yeah.
up. And the vans don't really cost much. The vans running $80 to $100 for a used pair of those, even
Yeah.
with the People's Instinctive Travels cover on it. That's what you
I'm,
had on those. I'm like, those is canvas, dog.
yeah, I'm cool
Um,
on that.
yeah, and I'm a person who actually likes vans. It's like, no, I'm not paying that much for a pair
For
of vans,
yeah,
man.
I got you. But what I might pay for coming up next, uh, our brother Pusha T, then this is this is dope. Another dope venture. Pusha T is getting into the coffee business.
Yeah, I mean, Kiss told cats, this is where it's at, man.
Pretty much.
Kiss told cats, man, get into this Java, man.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the thing that makes it wild on two ends of it, one is wild because Push is pushing in the coffee, but then also on top of that, who he's linking up with and where he's doing his first launch at.
Your boy.
Messing around with Tyler at that Camp Flog now. I
Gone.
told y'all,
It's gone.
it's
It's gone.
dog
That coffee is it's also called grinding.
grinding. Yeah,
Grinding coffee. Yeah, nice play on that.
the
And
high caffeine blend, and
man,
also on top of that, what makes it fire is he hooked up with Carhartt Special Edition brand to drop a merch line involved with it too. So that's going to happen. And so here goes the merch line with Carhartt WIP.
dope.
You got the hoodies, got the sweatshirts, got the Camp Flognaw t-shirts,
You
and
know how
then of
long
course you
we've
got the
been
bags.
rocking Carhartt and nobody thought to go ahead and get in bed with these cats and be like, hey man, can I do my own line with you guys? A collab with Carhartt? All those years, man.
Dog, when I look at, because like I said, talking with the homie at work, it was just up there. It's like, oh yeah, Carhartt WIP is up there killing it. And I'm watching a couple people who get in on it or whatever with having the brands within everything. And then I was looking at the price, so I was like, dog, Carhartt is already a nice little piece of change for it normally, but like
Now,
I ain't spending that on a Carhartt
just
sweatshirt.
it's always when we put our swag on it, just like when dudes
Hmm.
was rocking those NASCAR jackets.
Oh,
Nobody paying
dog.
attention to them, and then all of a sudden you start seeing them at the store with the magnetic, chain and shit on them and stuff, because cats was
Yeah.
snatching them. But yeah, man, this is a dope collaboration again, man. Shout out to Pusha T and Grinding Coffee and your boy. All he had to say was Tyler, And I
Yeah.
was, when I saw that, I was like, oh shit, that coffee out of here. It's out of
Yeah,
here
man.
now.
And that festival, you
Yeah.
want to talk about a stimulus package. Everybody
Yeah.
talks about like, oh, once you get on something with Drake, it's going to take off like this. It's going to take off like that. Once you get on, nah, man.
Nah.
The maker breaking the Brandon cat
It's
that
Tyler.
one that can flip it like that. Let's go there for a second on some real stuff. J. Cole was up there dapping up Drake. I got my first top 10 hit, my first #1 record with Drake.
Mhm.
Well, for all the hype beats behind it, and literally having your premiere single before, Sexy Red didn't get her first #1 record until she hopped on Tyler's record. She did that Rich Baby Daddy with Drake, and it went, but it didn't go there. Not until Tyler's like, I'm gonna get you Wayne and Glorilla on this joint, and let's see how it go off. And I'm gonna have to say something that I never thought I was gonna say. That track go off, dog. That track go off. That track go. I'm not mad. And look, that track go off, man.
Tyler got the touch, man. And
He got the touch. How you gonna like make me like Glorilla and Sexy Red on the joint? Yeah,
Like
throw you and Wayne on it.
like he did, like, because it anchored. You got him, and then you got the girls in the middle, and you got Wayne. It's a perfect sandwich, and he put it together, man. I mean, like, again, Tyler has the touch. I mean, this dude, he hasn't missed in a minute. He hasn't missed in a minute.
I'm saying you can get Dirty 30 at Flog now. I'm just saying you can get a
Yeah,
live Dirty 30
yeah,
at
we can
Flog
go
Now.
live.
You can quit playing.
Go live.
You can quit playing and get a live Dirty 30 at Flog now.
We'll be sitting there in Carhartt, a Dirty 30 t-shirt,
and Louis Vuitton.
And
the
Louis
Louis Vuitton scarves, man.
Yeah, that, and also some of that grinding coffee.
Yeah.
We could put all this together, man. But shout out to Push, shout out to Tyler, shout out to Carhartt, man. That, like I said, man, that collab is crazy, man. I mean, Pusha is making moves, man. He's doing his thing, man. I ain't even mad at him.
And we still ready for that album, dog.
Yeah.
Still ready for that Clips album, dog.
Yeah, please. Hurry up before
before
your brother changes his mind again. Come on now.
Quit playing with us, man. Go ahead and get that out, man. Everybody didn't drop, whether it be fire, whether it be cool. Speaking of that, have you checked any of the new albums out? Any of the stuff that's dropped in the last couple of weeks?
I have not, bro. I've been ripping and running. I need to sit my butt down, like you said, man. Again, do me a solid, send it to me, because if I don't have it, I'm not going to do the research, whatever. Send it to me, and if I see it under your text or email or send it to our group chat, I'm not gonna mess with it. I have to be in my zone to get in and be like, okay, I'm taking like 2-3 hours and I'm going down a rabbit hole. I'm just going in. I'm just, start, because it don't take me long. My ears, I give it about a good 4 or 5 seconds, and I'm like, skip, and then I'm reading the credits.
I'm gonna warn you on a couple of these joints, especially let's see, Westside dropped two in 1 week. He dropped He dropped his mixtape, and then he dropped one on top of that. Couple of them Westside joints, you need to be listen out for the later verses on it, because like he had a joint that I thought I won't say I didn't think I was going to like, but he had a joint sound straight up and down like a wrestling intro, no drums on it, but it's him, Stove, Benny, and Conway. And when I say them cats, and I want to say they put Boldy on there too. And when I talk about them cats, just went absolute ape shit.
All right. Again, like I said, you got to send it to me, because that's your camp. The West Side Gun, the whole Griselda thing, whatever. To me, I just think every time I hear them, I hear Wu-Tang or whatever, because of the sound. But but they got their own flow, which I respect. But it's like, I kind of like them on other people's stuff instead of their stuff, because the track, the production, I'm not too big on the production over there. But
I got you.
But those cats, man, they could bar up with the best of them, but it's just that my production, side is like, not a fan of that. I like them when I see them featured on somebody else's stuff, but I'm not looking for them. So shoot them to me. Let me give them a quick listen. I'm glad you gave me that disclaimer. Like, look, Don't skip. Just listen to it. All right.
Dog, these cats, when they went in, when they went in on these couple of joints. I mean, I was listening to a whole lot of everything. Absol's new album.
Okay.
Absol's new album is crazy. And I got an addendum. I'm actually going to record an addendum. I'm gonna see if I can mess around and get Hanson Mandela down for it. I got to do an addendum to our last week's show when we was talking about that our approach on that whole Drake and Debo thing. Because some other factors came up. Like, I mean, when I say it was that night, I was just like, hot damn it,
man.
I was just like, I'd be on my research game, and I was kind of off with that. Where I was a little bit salty, but I was like, okay,
Right.
I got it. I bring it back around. But so yeah, I'm gonna have to get with Hanson Mandela and try and get that out. Hopefully for a quick drop behind these episodes to get to that one, man. But as always, appreciate everybody, coming out, checking us out, hanging out with us while we talk trash like we used to do back in the day.
Indeed.
Check for new music. Check for all our shows. Keep supporting the Schwebel Room. We always going to be around doing our thing. Deeper
check out our
dives.
merch. Yeah, check out our merch.
Deeper dives, 3 PMD, Dirty 30, Handsome Beatdown, and we do have new left-legged Goldtron popping up too.
Okay.
And make sure, once again, tpublic.com/thebeatdown. Go check out the merch there. Don't check it out. Go pick up some merch there. Show your support. Make sure you rocking us. Make sure you rocking with us. Keep telling everybody what's going on. We thank all of our new subscribers, but we thank our day ones. Shout out to Remnant. Shout out to everybody else messing with his hard body. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Anything else you got to address in this one?
Peace.
Hey, just got to say peace. Appreciate y'all. Holla.